on the news of the day. Flaming Stalingrad on the Volga, symbol of the Russia that fights to the finish. For weary weeks of attack and counterattack through the bomb-gutted city, Soviet defenders battled stubbornly, street by street, house by house, man by man. German dead litter the gutters. During any lull in the almost continuous bombing, civilians search the pulverized ruins for whatever they can salvage. Smoking debris, where even a fragment of wall hides Soviet fighting men, death lurks in every alleyway, behind every battered door and shattered window. Under terrific bombardment day and night, a blazing city of tank factories and munition plants. Here, Russia meets and turns back Hitler's 1942 offensive. When history records the turning point of the United Nations fortunes of war, the chapter may well be headed Stalingrad. Somewhere south of Duma, on a strip of beach abandoned by the Nips only hours before, fresh American contingents, reinforcements for General MacArthur's army of Osses and Yanks, moving in for a final drive to tighten the grip on the last Jap stronghold in Papua. The natives are invaluable in this New Guinea campaign, moving supplies where a white man can hardly move himself, handling wounded with primitive kindness, guiding troops, and giving vital information on Jap positions. Well, the good old American game. Bullets for chips, but otherwise just like home. From North Africa, where British and American warships today stand guard over the sea lanes, come these latest official films. For most of the Americans, baptism by fire in the dark zero hour of that historic invasion, battle by night. Ashore by the dawn's early light, into towns to clean up snipers who chose to obey Vichy's command to resist. Quick work by Yanks and British comrades. The few resistors were soon rounded up. French North Africa now fights on our side. Concealing his age, George Hawley at 12 became the youngest Marine Corps private in history. Honorably discharged after 13 months in the Pacific War area, George tells Herald American reporters his story. Were you scared in battle, Sonny?
I was really scared when I saw my first action, but when I saw my buddies getting shot around me, that fear soon turned to hatred. Well, I'm too young to be in the Marines now, but when I get old enough, I'll be back there for that final victory. Those boys are doing a wonderful job down there. There's one thing we can do to help them. We can write them lots of letters and tell them we're behind them 100%. Let them know what we're thinking of them back here.
Speaking of winter sports, take a quick look at Chicago's Polar Bear Club enjoying the cool spell along Lake Michigan. A quick look, and then reach for a nice hot radiator. Brrr. While the country shivers in the coldest blast in years, polar bears push aside the ice floors and blithely get done. Yep, it takes all kinds of people to make a world. The oldest member of the club, who's 72, claims this is how he keeps young. Brother, that looks like the hard way.
The return of Captain Eddie Rickenbacker, welcomed by General Arnold and Mrs. Rickenbacker, who never lost faith while her husband was missing. Eddie's two sons, David and William, on hand for a fond family reunion. For a man 3 weeks adrift on the Pacific, Rick looks mighty fit. His first report is to War Secretary Stimson on his tour of fighting fronts. Next, a word for the American public, a very important word.
I have come to the conclusion that if we could bring back our combat troops from all parts and hellholes of the world, place them in the factories overnight, and take the war workers of the factories and place them in the trenches and the swamps throughout the world and on the battlefields, that we would double production overnight, at least within 30 days. Men and women of America, I mean that. I implore you to put forth every effort, a total, all-out effort. Remember, no effort that you can put forth that doesn't equal those of our fighting men on the fronts will be sufficient. And any sacrifices that you may hope to make can never even approximate those of our fighting men in the hellholes of war.
If you enjoyed that, you may enjoy some of my other World War II videos. I have 3 World War II playlists, one of general videos, one with newsreel footage, and another concentrating on the efforts of women during World War II. Check out my channel for other interesting videos on a variety of topics, and subscribe because we'll be adding lots of new video, including new World War II footage.